The economic value of certainty for someone, knowing that there's a predictable outcome at a minimum, allows us and really gives us permission to make very practical decisions for ourselves. The thing that I really love about what I'm doing personally with my whole life insurance strategy is, as a loving parent, one of our desires is, hey, we want to leave something to our kids. We don't want to be trust fund babies or anything like that, but we want to leave something to our kids. I can automatically solve for the legacy piece through my whole life insurance strategy. And now I just get to go have fun and live within the bounds of what I'm building and creating for myself right now, knowing that one day it's all going to be, passed on to the next generation. I've shared the story before with people. One time I was having just a really cool moment at the beach with my family, and I was just kind of watching the waves and everything like that, and it triggered like the flow of money in my mind. And I thought, this trip and everything like that, if I do everything the right way, then the money that's flowing through my life today is one day going to be their inheritance. And with most people who are not planned properly, the only thing that they're going to leave is, what's sitting in their bank account, or maybe what assets they have. But then what also comes with that is an unusual tax burden for a lot of people, an uncomfortable tax burden for a lot of people. And so, making the right plans can be really important. But my dad had a life insurance policy, so we were very grateful for that. He also had a will, and part of his will was the distribution of ownership of his company to me and my brother. That did not happen automatically, but we were immediately tasked with the role of stepping in as ownership, even though legally that had not taken place yet. And I don't remember all the things we had to go through, but I remember a few hoops we had to jump through, working with different vendors and things like that, trying to prove to them that we were the new owners of the company, because they didn't, they needed some documentation, not just, hey, my dad passed away and he left me the company. You don't get to decide how quick probate happens. And, and all of those things are public. Now, for people who enjoy the privacy of their life, which I think probably a large majority of people we work with are private people in certain aspects. I think that's one of the reasons they like the idea of infinite banking, is because another term for the infinite banking concept is like privatized banking. So it's doing things that are fully legal, but it's not shared with the open public, the way everything else is shared. And the things we get to do with borrowing from our policies and things like that, those are non-credit scored loans. We're not reporting to credit agencies and things like that. Your whole life insurance policies technically are not reported to your CPA. My CPA doesn't know how many life insurance policies I own, because that's not information that I have to report. So there's a lot of aspects of just wanting to maintain some privacy in your life that can be satisfied with the right type of strategies and philosophy.